In an age dominated by science and data, one might expect superstition and fortune-telling to have faded into obscurity. Yet across the United States, and indeed, the world, millions still consult astrologers, tarot readers, and spiritual guides. For many, fortune-telling is not just entertainment. It's a source of comfort, insight, and direction. But why do we turn to these practices? And what does Buddhism, a spiritual tradition rooted in inner transformation, say about our reliance on external predictions? This article explores the power of belief through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, specifically focusing on the 5 inner strengths. These timeless teachings offer not only an explanation for why we're drawn to fortune-telling but also a path to move beyond dependency, toward confidence, clarity, and inner peace. 1. Faith and the power of belief. Imagine this: your best friend tells you you're capable of great things. Your therapist says you're healing. Your parent reassures you that you're on the right track. But their words don't quite land. Now picture a stranger, a fortune teller, looks into your palm or draws a tarot card and says, "You're destined for success." Suddenly, it clicks. You believe. This strange phenomenon reveals something deeply human: the mind's power to assign value to belief when it comes from outside ourselves. In Buddhism, this is called tin lc, the strength of faith. But unlike blind faith, this is an active belief that empowers. It's the type of belief that ignites action, fuels perseverance, and sparks transformation. Faith, in this sense, is not about superstition or clinging to hopeful fantasies. It's about trust in your own ability to grow, to change, and to overcome. When faith is placed in yourself, it becomes a wellspring of energy. And when we misplace it, in fortune tellers or horoscopes without question, we risk giving our power away. 2. The 5 strengths in Buddhism, a pathway to inner empowerment. According to Buddhist psychology, there are 5 inner strengths that form the foundation of personal liberation and success. These are: 1. Faith, the trust that transformation is possible. 2. Effort, the willingness to put in the work, even when it's hard. 3. Mindfulness, the capacity to be fully present and aware. 4. Concentration, the ability to focus the mind without distraction. 5. Wisdom, the deep understanding of reality, cause and effect, and how to live skillfully. These strengths are interconnected. Faith gives rise to effort. Effort supports mindfulness. Mindfulness stabilizes concentration. And through focused awareness, wisdom arises. In contrast to quick answers from a palm reading, these strengths grow slowly, but they last. They are the true powers that shape our destiny, no matter our birth chart or numerology. 3. Fortune-telling as a psychological catalyst. Still, it's important not to completely dismiss fortune-telling. In fact, from a Buddhist point of view, it can serve a valuable role, for the right reasons. Think of a person lost in darkness. A single candle, no matter how small, can guide them forward. In times of fear, confusion, or despair, a spiritual reading or ritual might provide that flicker of light. A lucky charm or horoscope reading can give someone the confidence to take their next step. In this way, fortune-telling is not the solution, but rather the starting point. It can be a catalyst, a mental boost that reminds someone, you have potential. The danger arises only when we stop there, using it as a crutch instead of a bridge. 4. The danger of exploited belief, selling hope to the hopeless. Where there is faith, there is also vulnerability. And unfortunately, not all who offer spiritual guidance are doing so with integrity. In many cases, individuals prey on uncertainty and fear. They paint bleak pictures of cursed fates or unlucky stars, then offer expensive rituals, lucky items, or follow-up sessions as the only way out. This manipulative tactic is emotionally abusive. It's like breaking someone's spirit just to sell them the glue to fix it. People are led to believe that their future is doomed unless they keep paying or submitting to another's control. This isn't just unethical, it's spiritually damaging. In contrast, the Buddhist path teaches personal empowerment. A true teacher, in the Buddhist sense, never takes your power but instead reminds you that the answers are within. They teach you to light your own path, rather than selling you candles one by one. 5. Trust in your inner wisdom, a Buddhist message for modern times. We live in a society that glorifies external validation. Likes, followers, job titles, and relationship status often define our worth. So it's no surprise that we seek affirmation from outside sources, sometimes even mystical ones. But Buddhism teaches something radically liberating, that you already have everything you need. Inner wisdom is not something exclusive to monks or sages. It's the quiet voice inside you that recognizes what's right, what's real, and what matters. It's the clarity that arises when your mind is calm and your heart is open. And it's cultivated, not predicted. When you develop mindfulness, you begin to notice your patterns. With concentration, you focus on what truly matters. And through wisdom, you see that your future isn't written in the stars, it's created by your thoughts, words, and actions in the present moment. Conclusion: let fortune-telling be a bridge, not a cage. There is no shame in seeking hope. There is no weakness in wanting reassurance. In fact, these are profoundly human needs. If a fortune teller gives you peace of mind, that's okay. If a spiritual ritual helps you feel grounded, embrace it. But remember, these are only stepping stones. The ultimate goal, from a Buddhist perspective, is not to become dependent on external signs, but to become self-aware, self-directed, and spiritually mature. True power lies not in the cards or the stars, but in your effort, your presence, and your wisdom. Let fortune-telling be a beginning, not the end. Walk your path with courage, light your own lamp, and discover the strength you've always had, waiting within. In the American cultural context, where personal freedom and self-empowerment are highly valued, the Buddhist message aligns beautifully. This path doesn't ask you to surrender your power to gurus or mystics. It invites you to reclaim your strength, sharpen your awareness, and live with intention. Whether you're seeking love, purpose, healing, or clarity, remember, the answers are within you.